With over 65 different legends, each with their own personality, signatures, skins, and weapon combinations, it's hard not to fall in love with at least one character in Brawlhalla. Not everybody can appeal to everybody, however, with a handful of legends dominating the pick rate in all ranks. Today we're going to be exploring who are the most popular legends and why. Before we get into that, I should probably make it clear that this is purely based on stats and is not based on my personal opinion. Moving on with the 10th most popular legend, Orion. This character is a no-brainer for anyone in gold or platinum, as it feels like 1 in every 3 games is versus this character. Trust me, I remember those days. It doesn't get any better in the higher ranks, with Orion being consistently in the top 10 for most patches in all ranks. Orion is a character that even your Nan could pick up, whether she's alive or not. It has 2 of the 3 easiest weapons paired with extremely easy-to-understand signatures on both. Side sig travels forward, down sig targets underneath, and neutral sig for above. The 9th most popular legend in Brawlhalla is Hattori. Although you could argue since it also has 2 of the 3 easiest weapons, Hattori is equally as brain-dead as our 10th spot, but she doesn't quite have the same reputation that Orion has. Both sword and spear are easy to pick up, and whereas that's surely a contributing factor, there's a lot more to her than that. Both weapons are consistent safe picks in high-level play and stay solid choices in the meta. I personally have Hattori over level 50, so I can definitely understand why she's so popular. At number 8 is somebody I recently picked up myself, Asuri. She is an extremely fast rushdown character with some of the best signatures in the game and an answer to seemingly everything. The Katar's neutral signature is a heavy contender for the most powerful sig in Brawlhalla, and instantly makes her the best Katar's legend for that signature alone. Her sword signatures are just as good, with each one having its own use and all coming out relatively quick. The 7th most popular legend in Brawlhalla is Artemis. I can definitely see why she has retained her status as one of the most played legends. Scythe is incredibly popular, and with Lance as secondary, Artemis is also quite beginner-friendly. Her signatures are simple, effective, and easy to use, with Lance side sig being featured in my 20 most annoying signatures video. I have to admit, Artemis has one of the coolest designs for a Brawlhalla character to date, and her lore connecting to Orion's just makes her more appealing. This character sees love in all ranks, being consistently in the top 10 across all patches from Silver to Diamond and beyond. Just outside our top 5, we have none other than everybody's favorite turtle, Imugi. Despite being a fairly recent release, Imugi has dominated the pick rate ever since his debut, boasting 2 of the hardest weapons to deal with and 6 powerful signatures. This oversized turtle earned its spot solely because of its raw power, with Axe and Greatsword having some of the highest win rates in their own right, and Imugi having a crazy win rate, despite my best efforts to keep that number down. Imugi is the type of character that can just win by mashing whatever button comes out, and Side Sig on Greatsword earning its own special place among the most annoying signatures. Sidelight into Side Sig might as well be a true combo, since it practically catches all dodges anyways. There's a reason over a dozen people have a level 100 Imugi already. At number 5 is a personal favorite of mine, Nyx. We all knew she'd make it on this list, and honestly, why wouldn't she? Scythe is obviously very popular. Her blasters are exceptionally fun for an already fun weapon, and she has no bad skins. I still think that Grim Reaper Nyx is one of the cleanest designs in all of Brawlhalla to this day, with the eyes and grin being a really nice touch. Nyx's signatures fit her theme perfectly and feel super satisfying to land when slide charged over the edge. Nyx will always be a fan favorite, and with a level 50 Nyx of my own, I can easily see why. As the 4th most popular legend, we have Ulgrim, which is just another meta slave. Ulgrim is the type of character you pick up only to do well with, because surely nobody is having fun grinding ranked with Ulgrim, right? Everybody knows how easy Axe and Lance are, and with this character being a tank, he hits hard and survives for ages to pour extra salt in the wound. All of his signatures are great, and it's easy to see why 4 of them needed toning down a bit. And I haven't even mentioned his main strength, his power in 2s. This character holds his own in 1v1s, being the legend I see most often played by Valhallans and Fallen Valhallans, but he's on another level in 2s, with Axe being dominant in its own right as a must-have. Earning a respectable spot in the top 3 is Shang. Honestly, what's not to like about this character besides him being overplayed? This legend has the same problem as Ulgrim. and is usually paired with him as the undisputed duo to watch out for. What makes them so strong in twos is their ability to trap opponents in team combos with any combination of their 4 weapons, and all of their signatures add the cherry on top. Shang does really well at all skill levels as he's easy to pick up while remaining a reliable pick at the top. Spear has a reputation for being easy, but the way I like to incorporate weapon throws into my combos helps keep Spear feeling fresh, and Gauntlets always have a new flashier combo to go for to keep them from ever getting repetitive or stale. His signatures on both weapons cover what would otherwise be weak spots for Gauntlets or Spear's kit. Shang is a legend that makes sense being so high on this list, and I even have a level 50 Shang of my own. The runner-up as the second most popular legend in Brawlhalla is no surprise for me. Teros is probably the first legend you think of when I say top tier, and every pro player either mains him or has a backup Teros. No hate towards my boy Jinja Ninja, but he jumped from gold to Valhallan by only playing Teros with just 1 year of playing. And again, that's no discredit to the guy in any way, but it's easy to see how meta-defining Teros really is. His weapons are deceivingly fast for what are considered to be heavy weapons, and everything about him just hits hard. Of course, if his 9 strength wasn't enough to worry about, Teros also has plenty of Sig True combos with both of his weapons. You'd think Yumiko had put on some weight. I can't act like I haven't abused this legend before. I actually find him to be a lot of fun and even have the black color in a skin for him. So I can't really blame anyone for using him, but just know you're not cheesing me with N-Sig. I see it coming from a mile away. This shouldn't be a shock to anybody, but the most popular legend in all of Brawlhalla is Mordex, and this is for a number of reasons. Mordex has always had a tournament presence since his inception in 2017 with the likes of Dobrine, Atrophius, Sandstorm, and Marky Moo, all showing off what this character is capable of. With both Gauntlets and Scythe having endless amounts of combos either on stage or off stage, it's easy to fall in love with this legend, but I also understand the frustration of being on the receiving end. Mordex is an easy fan favorite simply because of the weapons he has, and paired with his signatures, skins, and the fact that he keeps winning major tournaments, it's obvious why he's the most picked legend this game has to offer. You don't have to be a fan of Brawlhalla esports to like or dislike this character, and seemingly everyone has a strong opinion on Mordex, whether bad or good. You either love him or hate him, but let's be real. You most likely hate him simply because of how overplayed he is. So there you have it, the 10 most popular legends in Brawlhalla. Who do you think deserves to be as popular as these? Who are you most surprised to see on this list? Who do you hate and why is it Imugi? Where am I? How did I get in your basement, Cardi, and why am I naked? All great questions that will be answered in due time. If you made it this far, you should check out this video. YouTube thinks you'd be interested, and if you like what you see, I hope to see you in the next one.